Hello, YouTubers. Joe Kersey here on Monday, September 12th, 2016, just at 12:18 in the afternoon, Eastern Time. This will be my last video until probably October 5th or 6th, because tomorrow I get in the big aluminum tubes, 3 of them, and go over to Manchester, England, where I will start my 20-day little tour around of the United Kingdom. Basically, mostly the East Midlands and up in the north and maybe the southern part of Scotland. 1 week of which will be spent with Tony Pincham. We'll be traveling around together. It'll be fun. But in preparation for this trip, I wanted it rains over there, continually sometimes. I mean, it's sort of light drizzle rather than some downpour, but it's wet. Now I understand this summer's been a lot hotter and maybe a bit drier than usual, but in any case, you want to be prepared. And ideally, you want to have just one coat. I mean, you don't want to have a coat that's too heavy for this time of year. You certainly don't want a coat that's too light. If you're near the coast, there's going to be a lot of wind. It certainly has to be quite rain resistant, if not waterproof. So I do have a coat that is very rain resistant, but it's not waterproof. I've worn it out in relatively heavy rains before. And you get about a 40-minute window there before it's starting to sort of come through. Now its only drawback is it's probably heavier than I'm going to need over there this time of year, particularly since I'm going to be wearing one of my green wool shirts. You've seen me in my green wool shirts from time to time, although not for quite a while. I mean, go back last winter, you'll see my green wool shirts. And I have my wool pants on. Although I'm taking a pair of jeans. They're not ratty jeans. I mean, they're jeans that are suitable for going into places. Anyway, so I found on Amazon, God bless Amazon, more of that anon, a Carhartt. It's like a Storm Coast coat, and it's made out of its surface is Cordura nylon-like. Let's put it that way. Although it's not Cordura nylon, but the people who did reviews and wrote reviews of this product, pretty much all of them were raving about it, and a couple of them likened it to if you've had shooting equipment, in Cordura nylon, or it acts very much like that. But it's truly waterproof, and apparently it's not one of these things that you feel like you're in a sweat wrap when you're in it. It breathes. It really sounded just the aces. And Carhartt makes really good products. I mean, you pay for them, but they're well worth it. You get a Carhartt jacket of any variety, you're going to have a good product. So I ordered one of these. It was like $126. Okay, if it's as described, that's going to be worth it, because these things essentially last indefinitely. I mean, they'll see this will see me out. So I got thinking, and I ordered this on Friday the 9th. And I paid for next day shipping, i.e. it was going to arrive on Saturday the 10th. And it was $27 extra for next day shipping. Next day shipping. And it duly shipped, a few minutes after I was, doing the email stuff or the ordering online stuff. They just sent me an email, tracking the package, etc. It was, unfortunately, it was being delivered by FedEx, but okay. All right. So on Saturday, I'm hoping, oh good, this is going to come, I can, figure out how to pack it and wear it, and, I can really do a packing now that I'll know what I have to take and don't have to take. Because otherwise I was going to take a raincoat and my Tractor Supply hoodie. My hoodie, next heavier grade up from this. Bit of a pain in the ass to have, to horse with those two, with more than one, but okay. Okay, and I had gone to bed as I usually do, sometime around 7:30 or 8. And I woke up, about 11:30. Well, 10:30 actually. And so I bet that thing's arrived. It's out on the back porch, or the front porch. And I looked, nothing. I took a flashlight. I went down to the end of the driveway, looked around. They hadn't left it anywhere. Nothing. So after some thought, by the way, the frame on my glasses broke, so I had to replace that before I could do anything. Fortunately, I've got spares on that. I got to buy another couple of sets of spares of this stuff because I'm getting down my dwindling few here. Anyway, so I called FedEx. I checked. I looked at the tracking information on FedEx. Now, it had left the facility in Grove City, which is on the south side of Columbus, at 4 in the morning. It was returned to the facility at Grove City at 4:03 in the afternoon. They didn't deliver it. It was on the truck. They were out roaming around because at 10:30 on Saturday, FedEx actually delivered, also on a next day delivery, these little travel squeeze bottle things, for your fluids, so it gets through TSA. So that was a next day delivery, and that actually happened on Saturday, but not this. You'd think they'd had it on the same damn truck. So I called FedEx and I reamed them. I reamed them a new one. This young gentleman over in probably the Indian subcontinent. Listened very patiently to the saga here and tale of woe and lament, and he allowed us how. I said, look, you've got to get this thing up here on Sunday. You've got to have. I said, I see your trucks going by sometimes on Sunday. I know you deliver sometimes on Sunday. Just bring it. Be sure and bring it on Sunday. Bring it. At that time, bring it tomorrow. Or actually, by the time I called him, bring it later today, because I was calling about 12:30. By that time, we don't know all of our. I said, look, I'll drive down there and pick it up myself. I can drive down to Grove City and get this thing. Nobody works on Sunday, and we're not working on Monday either. And I said, you can't tell me that. I mean, you expect me to believe that? One of the two major shipping companies in the United States does not have any employees in their facilities on a Sunday. And furthermore, even though it's not a national holiday on Monday, not working Monday, that's just bullshit. So finally he said, yeah, we'll deliver it on Sunday. Fine. Meanwhile, I call Amazon and read them the new one too. Read them a new one too about, you guys better not charge me for this same day shipping because it didn't come next day. So that's no problem. We'll take it off. We'll take that charge off. And I said, meanwhile, while you're at it, make a note in my file somewhere, my account, that absolutely nothing is to be sent to me by FedEx. By FedEx. UPS is great. Even the post office is better, but not FedEx. FedEx has been notorious up here, at least at my address, for not delivering on time and missing me. There's been at least 4 occasions in the last, say, 20 years, 15 years. Ridiculous. So anyway, I said, well, we'll see what happens on Sunday. So come Sunday. I only got like 3 hours of sleep. Because I didn't get to bed till 2:30. I was cranked up and pissed. I haven't been that mad in years. I haven't been that mad in years. Probably not since around 1989, 1990 sometime. Well, there might have been one brief time around 2003, but so I felt like hell. I mean, when I get mad like that, I feel like I've been physically beaten up. And it's not good for me. It can kill you getting that angry. And so I went to church. I went to the 8 o'clock service. Got out of there just in the nick of time before all the bishop hoo-ha started. Bishop's visit hoo-ha started. And so I waited. Actually, the guy had intimated it might be here by about 10:30 or 11. On Sunday morning. Well, you know where this is going, don't you? As evening drew near, precious Lord was indeed here, but FedEx was not here with my coat. So I got to talk to another young gentleman on the Indian subcontinent and rehearse the whole thing with him again, with this guy again. He says, it will be here by the 14th. It will be there by the 14th. September 14th, Wednesday, yeah. I said, that's unacceptable. I said, I'm leaving the country on Tuesday. I need this coat. I mean, I specifically, planned, what to take around a lot, because it's got great pockets. You can stash all sorts of stuff that you have to sort of have ready access to in this coat. I said, that doesn't do me any good. Well, that guy was a lot better at stonewalling. He didn't resort to lies. He just said, we can't deliver it till the 14th. Okay. I couldn't browbeat him like I could browbeat the guy the other night, previous night. I hate to treat customer service representatives that way. I absolutely hate to, but So then I got to talk to Amazon. Again, Amazon was, these guys, I'll tell you, their customer service is, they listen and act like they give a damn. So I said, this thing isn't, I told her, I said, it's not going to be here till Wednesday. I'm going to be out of the country by then. It doesn't do me any good to get it on Wednesday. I need it at the latest by Monday. At the latest by Monday. If you can guarantee it being here before 10 o'clock on Tuesday, maybe. But I need it ideally tomorrow, meaning today, Monday the 12th. And I said, and furthermore, I tell you what you need to do. What I fully expect you to do is to send me another coat, and do it by some sort of overnight express service that gets it here, on Monday, and not charge me a dime for the coat or getting it here. So we can do that. Great. So this morning, I opened up my email, and there's an email from Amazon saying, this thing is shipped, and gave the specifics of the order. No charge, 0, no charge, total 0. It's shipped. It's on the way, and there's a tracking number. Well, guess what the tracking was? United States Postal Service. So you type in this 30-digit number, and it's a fairly opaque message. But the gist of it is that it's still somewhere down in Jeffersonville, Indiana, and it doesn't seem to be getting ready to move anytime soon. They said it will be here by 8 p.m., 2000 hours on Tuesday the 13th. I'll be up somewhere probably over, Hudson Bay by that time. It won't do any good. So in short, I think what's going to happen, I'm going to come home and there's going to be 2 coats, and I'll send the one I paid for back. I'm going to keep the free one. Fuckers. So here I sit all downhearted, paid $127, $28 and didn't get squat. Yeah. Okay, well, when it gets with 24 hours of my departure, of my initial flight, I guess I can start doing online check-in and trying to print up boarding passes and things. That's a brand new adventure for me. So, in 3 hours, Joe's going to be learning something. Well, not that I haven't been learning a lot here in the last few days, I'll tell you. So I will see you guys in a little over 3.5 weeks, probably. And I thank you. I thank all the people who watch me and take an interest in this. So. Bye-bye, YouTubers.